Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm showing you guys how to actually practice with knives in CSGO offline with bots without actually having to type in any commands. I've actually scripted this thing all by myself, and I've actually made it to where you guys can press one button and it'll spawn on the knife. Not only that, I have two versions of this, so if you guys want to use BHOP, which I would assume you guys would. I've also added a bind that automatically turns B-hopping on for you, so that would help out as well. But if you guys don't want to use B-hop, you can drag the other folder in as well. So before we get started, I've created the WinRAR file, so you guys can go ahead and just open it up and drag this file in, which should be really easy. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this video because I want it to be strictly, perfect, and you guys can, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but you guys get the point. I want you guys to be able to understand with no editing. So once you open up the WinRAR file, you guys will see two versions of this, one with only knife binds and one with bhop and knife. So say for example, I want the one with bhop and knife binds. Just go and open that up, and these are the two files you guys are going to want to need. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of this whole entire thing. So this is what I've scripted so far, and I'll show you guys how it works. If you guys don't really care or want to know, you guys can skip forward. But before you do that, it might be good to actually know how to do this, just in case you guys actually want to add your own commands to your own binds later on. So for example, if you want to bind something like, say, chat or something, this could also work, even though you could actually do that in a console command by yourself. But this is just if you want to change the binds or something. So obviously with the SU cheats one, we have to have that, and the MP underscore items, we also have to have that. And then this is just so when you actually execute this in a game, it'll say who it's made by, and then it'll say enjoy as well. So this should say for the both of the scripts. Once you have done that, I have the knife binds offline, which will basically tell you, this is basically just writing a note as well. But also, this is how it works. So if you bring up the other files, this is the script basically. If you open up this file, and this is where it's at. So this is basically just telling us, this command right here is basically just telling us that once executed, it'll open up the file. Crap, that's the wrong one. My bad, guys. So let me open this back up. So it'll open up the file. So basically what this is telling us is once it's executed, it'll open up the file called custom. So right here, all this is doing is opening up the file custom. So once it does that, it's going to look for the file called custom. After it does that, it's going to look for the file called knives. So that's going to open up the knives folder, and then after that, it's going to look for the CFG push. So once it's done that, basically all that is the push should be right here. So it's going to open up this, and once it's opening up, it'll type in this command, which is give weapon blah blah blah. And once it does that, which is pretty freaking cool, it should go ahead and spawn in that type in knife. So obviously that is with the same down here. Now if you guys can see, once I double click on one of these names, it highlights at the very bottom. If you guys end up doing this and you guys see that one of them is not highlighting at the bottom, let me know so I can rescript it, because if that is the case, then I've done this completely wrong. But it looks like I have done this pretty well. Let me scroll down. It doesn't look like bhop is actually showing up. Okay. Okay, yeah. So okay, yeah, it's good. Yeah, so everything should be good. So basically, down here, what this is all doing is obviously everything right here is basically binding, what button you want to press in order for that command to actually happen. So for this, I've binded P to drop the bayonet. I've binded O to drop the M9 bayonet. Basically, what's going on in between these quotation marks is a command. This is basically spawning, or basically telling us a command that is happening. So down here, I've also put a bhop command. Basically, all I did was I bonded the KP minus right here, and once I've done that, in between these quotation marks, I have went ahead and put in the bhap commands that I've wanted. Let me go and control Z that because I accidentally just did something wrong. But I went ahead and put in the command, and the reason I haven't hit enter or tabbed to kind of make it fit on the whole entire screen is because these all have to be on one line. If I were to hit enter and put this on line 53, this would not work. So the way you guys would do this is, if you wanted to actually go ahead and add your own command, you would go ahead and copy the first line, okay, and you go to the second or the last one, and you hit Control V to spawn this in. So obviously now we have two bayonets. So right here in this line, you would go ahead and type in the command or paste the command you want, and then right here you would change what letter you want. So say we want D, and then after that you're basically good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that and make sure none of it saves, which I hope to God it did not. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Okay, yeah, none of that saved, so we should be good to go. Obviously, once you guys have done this, you're going to go ahead and drag these files. So I'm gonna go ahead and find that real quick because I suck at this. So once you go ahead and choose the folder you want, you're going to want to go ahead and right click and copy files to clipboard. And once you have done that, you're going to want to go find your CSGO folders, which right here you'll be able to find it: this PC, local disk, program files, Steam apps, common, Counter-Strike, and CSGO. So once you're in CSGO, go into the config, and then this is where you're going to basically paste it. So you're going to hit this paste button. I'm not going to do it because I already done it. Actually, it might be called as a virus, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. CFG, and I'm going to go and paste it, and it's going to say replace. So I'm going to go and replace it, and once we replace it, we're going to make sure that everything is in here. Everything should be in here. Nothing should be changed. Just cheats. Everything bhap as well, so everything seems normal. So once we have done that, we're going to close out of everything. You can even delete this as well once you have slided it in to the thing. So once you guys have done that, you're going to go ahead and open up Counter-Strike, and this is where it gets interesting and kind of fun. Honestly, I'm going to be silent for a little bit while this opens up, but you guys can go ahead and skip forward until the game opens. Okay guys, so once we are in the game, also I'm gonna flex my low rank here for a second. Silver. But anyways, these are the commands you're gonna be typing in. So obviously you can type in your own commands. These are just usually the commands I type in every time I open up the game. So you guys don't have to worry about these commands right here. These are just something I do so I can get past the 300 FPS cap or whatever it was. I'm pretty sure 200. I'm not sure what it is. But the next important command you guys are going to want to type in is xcx space knife, and you can hit tab to fully write that in. But once you do that, it should say made by Jake Jutsi, and I still need to work on this unknown command. I should probably just fit that into in between these stars, so that's my fault. But it should say made by Jake Jutsi. It say knife binds.cfg executed successfully. And once you guys have done that, go ahead and close it, and you guys are good to go. Just go into bot lobby and choose what you want to be in. I'm gonna hit go, but there's a couple more commands that I'm gonna be typing in, but you guys do not have to type in. I'm actually gonna be working on binding these commands into maybe F7 or F8, just a key that's not really used in CSGO. I gotta find them, but also you have to find the codes for the key button. So the way you can do that is if you go on Google and you type in the CSGO binds, it'll give you a list on all the codes for the binds. So it's pretty cool. But as soon as we get in there, I'm going to go ahead and choose a team. And I'm going to type in MP round diffuse 60 MP restart 1. That is literally it. Once we have done that, we can go ahead and hit the subtract button over here, and it should turn on the bunny hop. So as you guys can see, I have not touched anything, and now we have bhap. So obviously this works. auto B-hop, pretty sweet. Now, to get the knives, all you gotta do is, the binds are gonna be different for you guys if you guys shown them, but if you guys have just imported them, they should be the same. All they're gonna be is 5 through 0 on the left side of the keyboard, and then O and P on the left side of the keyboard, and on the right side of the keyboard, it's going to be 0 period on your keypad, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the star for multiply. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a whole entire walkthrough. So this is 0. Sometimes you spawn in a different knife. There you go. And then you'll be once you get one of them working, you can go ahead and pick up the other one. So this is 0. Obviously, you know, it works fine. Pretty sweet. I like the animations, pretty cool. Okay, so now that this is period, got a pretty cool animation as well. And then this is 1, 2, 3 on the keypad, by the way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then multiply or the star. So that's pretty cool. P, letter P, and then O, and then 0 on the left side of the keyboard. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And that is basically it. So, I mean, obviously you guys probably weren't expecting the shiv, which is 6. You guys probably weren't expecting this knife, but, you know, I went ahead and put it in there anyways, just because I know a lot of people like it. So, you know, I thought that was pretty cool. But basically, I hope you guys did like this. I mean, it's a very easy, you know, script I made, and I hope you guys did like that. Please smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.